and we rubbed his butt on the hardwood floor until he got splinters in it. Yo, what is happening, roadies? Welcome back to yet another Storytime Friday here at Roadie Free Radio, inching closer to the end of these particular story times in which I read a chapter each week out of this book, Hell on Wheels, a Tour Stories compilation by my man Greg Jacobs. Big shout out to Greg for letting me do this series, read these stories for him, and get the word out there about his new upcoming edition of this book that is being released through the University of Hell Press, coming out sometime here later in 2022, perhaps summer or early fall. I can't wait to see some of the new stories. Don't forget to stick around on this channel because we're going to have Greg on to help talk about this stuff and how he put this book together, why he did this one, why he's doing another one, and why, you know, what his journey was and all that good stuff. Also, big shout out to oneofoneproductions.com for sponsoring today's episode and sponsoring this whole series. Don't forget to check out the Roadie Free Radio podcast bundle that I did in collaboration with One of One Productions. They are the podcast solutions company out there that you're going to want to check out. They've got all the good stuff. The bundle includes the Roswell Pro Audio Mini K87 that I use on this show, the Focusrite interface. Let's see, what do we got? We got the Scarlett. You can get the Scarlett 2i2 interface, the new edition, or you can get the Solo. It comes with a hard shell case, cables, AKG headphones, the works, man. Whatever you need to get yourself started. Use the code ROADIEFREERADIO when you check out. Gives them a notice of who sent you, and it helps keep the lights on here at Roadie Free Radio. So I appreciate you. Stick around to the end of this video. Lots of good stuff coming up. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy listening wherever you get your podcast. So do that. We've got a killer story today, this week, from the band ROCKET FROM THE CRYPT. And we got John Rice interviewed by Greg Jacobs. Here we go. ROCKET FROM THE CRYPT. John, something happened to ROCKET FROM THE CRYPT. We were out for about a month and a half, which is not a real long time, but it was our first tour in fall of 1991. And you know how it gets. Everyone's away from their girlfriends and so forth. And it's the time when a growing man comes to grips with his loneliness. Someone in the band decided that it would be a good idea to masturbate while the other members of the band drove and pioneered our vehicle through the countryside. And his actions weren't appreciated by the other band members. Everyone got very pissed off. I, for one, got very mad just for the fact that he was looking at the back of my head while he was doing this. So we gave him names such as Spanky and Whacker and so forth. Then, all throughout the rest of the tour, he lived a life of hell. Until the climax was probably, the literal climax, was when we duct taped him up and kind of got him naked and rubbed his bare butt on. There were hardwood floors in the van we rented. We rubbed his butt on the hardwood floors until he got splinters in his butt. And then we just beat the shit out of him, literally, and took his money, and we filmed it. And that's what you get for masturbating. You filmed it? Oh yeah. It's all on video. We taped him to the ground so he couldn't move, and that's what happened. So it's really nothing that bad, but short one this week, folks. ROCKET FROM THE CRYPT. Don't be masturbating in an open van. I mean, that ain't right unless there's no one else in the van. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think they handled it in a professional manner and took care of business. ROCKET FROM THE CRYPT. There you go. Short one this week, folks. Thank you so much. Tune in next week. Who we got next week? Screaming Sirens, man. We got a band called Screaming Sirens and a great story from them. And stay tuned because some great interviews on the podcast are going to be coming up. So follow that link in the description, and you're going to want to listen to those. You can subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and subscribe right here. Like this video. Leave me a comment if you like what we're doing here. I'd love to hear from you. Until then, stay happy. Oh, wait a minute. Don't forget, if you want to support a roadie in need, you can by heading over to the Roadie Free Radio merch store, picking up a sticker, a button, a magnet, keychain, whatever we got over there, and a portion of those proceeds will go to musiccares.org or roadiecare.com to help keep a roadie floating. You know what I'm saying? You got to float a roadie sometimes. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you down the road.